Hi, my name is Jim, and I was just doing some research on Google and came across your website. Now, I don't want to take up too much of your time, but I really think your website has some potential. So I thought I'd make you a very short video and give you some pointers to show you how to get to the top of Google. But don't worry, this isn't some kind of sales pitch. I'm just going to give you some really good information to show you how to get your website to the top. Now let me show you something. This is one of your top competitors, right there in your area. Now, they're already on the first page of Google and getting a lot of business from it. You don't have to take my word for it. Being on the first page of Google comes with some huge benefits. Take a look at this pie chart provided by Google. Now, most of the people already know that getting on the first page of Google is going to get them some more calls, but check this out. You see this area in blue? That says that over 42% of all the clicks on the first page goes to the top spot. We're not talking about the paid advertisements, but we're talking about the top organic spot. The red area shows that about 12% of all the clicks go to the second spot. The third spot only gets about 8.5%. And then it really drops off from there. So you can see, just being on the first page is not really enough. You need to dominate that first page. I also took a minute to pull up some of the best keywords for you. I don't know if you know this already, but this is the number one mistake that most business owners make. They don't spend enough time doing proper keyword research. If you look at the keywords that I've found for you, you'll notice two things. First, these are local keywords targeting your type of business. And second, they are buyer keywords. It's very important to target the keywords that people are searching to buy your product or service and not just doing research. The internet is full of people looking for information. But the thing that is going to make a difference in how successful you're going to be is targeting buyers. Now, I have this free tool on my website that'll give you a better idea how much work your site needs from an SEO standpoint. That's search engine optimization. It's a website grader, but you can go check this out for yourself. What this does is it creates a 3-page report to identify all the errors and problems on your website. If you want to find the errors on your website, you can go to the report. This is free. All you do is type in your website address. Go to my website. It is www.websitegrader.com/get a report. Now there's a lot of information on this first page. If you're looking here, the main thing that you're looking for is your score. The site issues you a score that ranges anywhere from 0 to 100. The better your website is set up, the higher the score is going to be. You can see that your score definitely has some room for improvement. My report will also tell you the number of backlinks to your site. I can see that you definitely need some more backlinks to your site, but I'm not going to give you a whole lot of boring details. Google looks at backlinks as kind of a referral to your business. You want lots of those. The more sites that send a link back to your site, the higher you're going to show up in Google. There's a lot more information on this report, and if you have a minute, go out there and check it out. It'll identify the errors and the things that are missing on your site. Now, last I want to talk a little bit about marketing and conversions. Now, obviously, it's extremely important to get visitors to your site, but you need to consider how many conversions you get from those visitors. I mean, how many of those visitors either fill out a form or pick up the phone and call you? There are many other tools out there like Google Analytics that will track these things. I did notice some problems with your site that you really need to address. Now here's an example of one of my sites that I created for one of my clients. You can see that this is a very basic site, not very fancy, but this is what we want. You don't want a lot of distraction from what is important, which is to get them to call you or fill out your contact form. But you can see here, right at the top, I have my client's phone number and a call to action. They don't have to search around for the information that they came for because the information is clearly visible. Now next take a look over here at the right. Do you see that request to quote form? This is key. You need to have one of these on every single page on your website. Why? Because you never know which page your customers are going to land on. So by having that on every page, they don't have to click around looking for it. Okay. Now also make sure that all this information that I've talked about is above the fold, which you see here. That means that no one has to scroll down to see what they're looking for. So when they land, there it is on your site. It's right there in their face. So just as a quick recap, you need 3 things to get your website at the top of Google. Number 1 is good keywords. Number 2, with good keywords, you still need well-written content that uses those keywords. But we're not talking about overusing those keywords. A good ratio is between 2 and 4%. But if you stuff keywords in there, that's not good either because Google will take points off for that. They're thinking that you're trying to trick their system. Number 3, you want lots of relevant backlinks. The best links are those sites that are about the same thing as what your site is about and are in your city or state. And last, but certainly not least, you need a high converting website that forces clients to take action. That is what you want them to take. All right, I hope I was able to give you some good information today. I know it's a lot to soak in. SEO can be a bit overwhelming sometimes, but it can also be very rewarding. So feel free to give me a call if you need help or have some questions. I'm glad to help. So feel free to call me if you need help or have some questions. I'm glad to help, and here's my contact information. Once again, I look forward to talking with you.